Okay, hello and welcome once again. My name remains Ihoma Linda Ariwodo, and in this particular video, we are going to be looking at how you can identify your ideal reader, how you can identify the ideal reader for your book while you're doing your research. You know, in the free class, I talked about while you need to research your book audience, you need to research your audience and find out and personalize your audience. Create an audience avatar, create a reader avatar for your book. Personalize your reader avatar so that you can know who that person is and address that person's pain point. So you can know the pain points of that person, you can know the demographics of that person, you can know the age of that person, you should know the gender, the educational background, the person's religion, the person's income, the person's habits, the person's preference. You should also know the person's biggest pains, the person's challenges, your audience frustrations, their biggest fears. You should also know their primal desires, your audience primal dreams, their hopes. All of these things, you should have an idea of them to be able to pinpoint who that specific person is that you want to speak to. Because only when you have actually discovered these things, only when you have an insight into who this person is, can you understand the way your audience thinks. Can you understand the way your audience reasons? Can you understand what your audience sees as success and the benefits that your audience needs from your book, so that you can impute all those things into your book and convince them, then be able to convince them to buy. Because like I said in the first video, only when your book solve a problem for your audience will they be convinced, will they be persuaded to buy from you. If your book does not solve a problem for your audience, people will not buy your book. If it does not solve a problem for somebody, nobody will buy your book. So in order for you to meet the need of your audience, you have to first target one person. Because if you target one person and you focus on that person and get that person's mindset, you get into that person's mindset, then you will be able to meet the needs of other people that looks and reasons and thinks like that person. So that is the motive behind creating your personal reader avatar. So today we're going practical to show you the system that I usually use, the system that anyone should use to create multiple selling books. Okay, to create multiple selling books by creating an avatar. All right, so the first thing I do is that I go on Facebook groups. Okay, you should go on Facebook groups. On your Facebook profile, first of all, one of your social media, you go on your Facebook groups. If you have the following, you start making posts on whatever idea that you want to write about. You start making posts trying to solve people's problems, trying to meet people's needs. And the more you're consistently making posts, you find that people will begin to come into your inbox, okay, to ask you questions. For example, when I started my career as an author's coach, I was just telling people of my experiences, my journeys in the self-publishing industry. And before you know it, people started coming into my inbox asking me, I have a book, I have an idea, but I don't know if it is profitable. I have an idea that I want to write on, but I don't know how to start. I have an idea, I've written on it, but I can't go forward. I've not gone beyond chapter 2. And someone is like, I've written a book already, but I don't know how to finish it. I don't know how to publish it. I don't know how to create the book cover. Stuff like that. Now you can see from their interactions, from their engagement, from their comments, they are already telling me what their pain points are. They are already telling me what their problems are. They're already telling me what they want, the things that they desire. So you see it from your interactions with them one-on-one, they will give you idea into what challenges they need you to solve for them. So you now know from this communication with them, from this interaction with them, you now know the keywords to use and you know the content to incorporate into your book. They have given me an idea on 3 chapters of a book. If I want to write a book, they gave me an idea, not they have. They actually gave me an idea on the 3 chapters of my book because it was basically formed on their questions. Okay, so that's how you do that on Facebook. You can also go on Facebook groups, on these groups that talk about, if you are writing a book, on how to write a book. Go on writing groups, join like 5, 7 of them. Check the influencers there, the highest posts, the posts that are viral, the posts that have largest engagement. Check the comments of people, check questions that people pose at people, the admin, the moderators of those groups who are experts in that field. Okay, that's how you get the pain point of people in that market, pain point of your audience. All right, then you can go on Instagram too. You follow some influencers. They are writing influencers, they are writers coach all over on social media, both global, international and local ones. Follow them so that once anyone comments on their posts, you will see people commenting. Once they make a post, you see people commenting, asking them questions. This gives you an idea on what you should incorporate into your own book too. So that's how you have an understanding of what is going on in the mind of your audience, what is eating your audience up, and what your audience is willing to pay to run away from. Okay, so the next formula that you are going to use to do this is to use the normal Google search bar that we use. All right, whichever device you're using, whether it's your smartphone or your laptop, you use your Chrome, any of your browsers. Use any of your browsers and you click and you search a search bar. You click how to write a book. How to write a book. Okay, these are all my search results. So let me wipe this out. I don't want to use that. Let me don't use that. Let me use another application. Let me use another application. Come on. So that's what you do exactly. You go on your Google search bar and you type in the keyword that you are looking for. And when you do that, you find out auto suggestions. It tells you of what people are searching for in that area. Just tells you what people are searching for in that particular area. Okay, that's how you do that. Okay, let's say write a book. Now you can see these are the ideas that people are searching for. You see it. I just wrote write a book, the keyword. It says, the first one says how to write a book with links, write a book online, write a book for fun, write a book review, write a book and earn money, write a book app. So this has given you the ideas of people's problems because these are auto suggestions. Google is just giving you as search results, which means these are things that other people have been searching for in order of highest search. Okay, write a book review of how to write a book in 30 days, how to write a book in a day. So it means I should make sure that one of my topic talks about a book writing app. One of my topic talks about how to earn money from your book. One of my topics in my book talks about how to get a book review. One of my topics talks about writing a book in a day. One of my topics should talk about writing a book in 30 days. I hope you see it. It has given me an idea. If I continue scrolling down, I'm sure I will see publishing and every other thing. So you know what people are actually looking for when you ask Google. All right? So that's the second method. Now, the third method is to go on Amazon. Go on Amazon. Amazon can also be a search tool. It's not just a marketplace. You can use Amazon to search, to do your research. So, for example, now you want to write a book on writing a book. Let's still use that same illustration. Write a book. Write a book. Okay, so what you're actually going to do here is that you find one of the best-selling books here. and look at the Amazon reviews. Let's look at this one. Let's just pick one of them. Okay, Joan Penn's book is usually something else. She's a great writer. Let's use one of the books of Joan Penn. Let's use this one, How to Write Non-Fiction. 9 out of 12 reviews. Let's use this. Let's use this. So you click on it. You click on it to see what it looks like. Let's go down to the review section. You look at the reviews about the author, blah blah blah. Let's look at her top reviews. Let's look at her top reviews. Someone said, I purchased but the audio, blah blah blah, could get the first read done fast, exploration later. Okay, what I liked about the book are the many strategies to start up a book project from the ground up by someone who used her passion for writing and storytelling to launch her own writing career. So now you see, this tells you that people are looking for how to start a book project from the scratch. Strategies, practical strategies on how to start a book project from the scratch by someone who had the passion, and how to also incorporate storytelling to launch her writing career, which means this person also wants to launch a writing career. This person is not just writing for passion. Then see, while the voice in the narrative is authentic, so it means they are looking for someone that is personalized, that is unique and authentic. They don't want, if they want to just learn, they can go on Google and learn, but they want something that is personal and unique. It often felt like the author continuously and consistently directed the reader to her website to cross-sell or expose other offerings. Okay? So you see, she wants someone that is continuously showing her how to do something. Okay? You see it? Alright, and now look at the bad review here. Look at something bad here, so you know what to avoid. He said, it is cited so many times that it became annoying. So when you're writing a book about something like this, you avoid annoying them by citing something too many times. That's the benefit of going through reviews. Go through reviews in your niche. Go through reviews of books written about your idea, okay? So that you find out the good reviews, what people are commending the authors for, and what people find annoying, what people do not like, what people find disgusting. Once per chapter is more than enough for us to remember where the website is located. Okay, she kept upselling her product, so this person doesn't actually like it. Okay, so that's what we got there. So that shows you what people want. You can jot it down. Create a spreadsheet or on your journal, in your journal, write it down. Now let's look at another helpful one. It says clear actionable strategies with layers of value. Layers of value means that she did not just list them and leave them. She pointed out clear actionable strategies. So this tells you that anybody that is writing a book that is telling people how to write, you should have clear actionable strategies, actions that people can take immediately with layers of value. They don't just want you to tell them. They want you to also hold them by the hand and tell them, this is what you do today, this is what you do tomorrow, this is what you do next tomorrow, and this is how you do it. I hope you understand. That could be an overwhelming goal of writing. Turn it into an actionable. You know, sometimes your reader can be overwhelmed with the knowledge overdose. But when you don't break it down into actionable parts, sections, and strategies, they miss out. They just get the knowledge, but they don't know which one to implement yet. But if at the end of the book, there's an action, an activity, an exercise, it breaks it down. I think this is what Joan Penn did here, and that's what makes her book sell. So it has given you an idea on what to put in your book if you are writing this kind of book. All right? So that's why you should do research on best-selling books in your genre. Go through the reviews. We can continue going through reviews over and over again, but the main thing is go through like 5 reviews. You can do 5 good reviews and you can do 3 bad reviews, and find out, write them, pen down what people are saying about what they love about the book and what they hate about the book, so that you know what to incorporate into your book and you know what to remove from your book, what not to mistakenly add to your book, what to avoid when you're creating your own book. Okay, so basically that is it on Amazon reviews. So the next thing that you need to use while making your research, your audience research, to find out what is going on in the mind of your audience, what your audience needs, is to use a tool. You need to use a tool. There's a tool that I use. It's called Ask the Public. Ask the Public. Ask the Public is a listening tool for market customer behavior. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at now. It's a free tool. It shows you what your audience is thinking. Shows you what your audience is thinking, their pains, what they are asking. Okay, what they are going to search for the next moment. In fact, what they may need to know in a particular situation. All right, so it's like predicting what a person like this would need in something like this. Okay, so let's say write a book. Okay, write a book, and then we click search. It's coming up. It's going to show you the questions that they ask, the prepositions they use, how they phrase the keywords. This also gives you an idea of keywords that you should use, and ideas of topics, content that you should put into your chapters, comparisons in alphabetical orders, everything. Okay, now look at how it works. Look at how this tool works. Write a book. Why people write a book. So you can form a chapter out of why people write a book. Why write a book review? No. Looking at all these things, you should know what would make sense, what is necessary. Everything must not be necessary for to be in a particular book, but you should know what you actually need to put. Okay, what makes sense so much. All right, okay, see here, why write a book. You can decide to incorporate why write a book, why people should write a book in your book. You can decide to, are you writing a children's book? You can decide to incorporate this as a chapter. Why write a children's book? Are you writing a fiction book? You can decide to write a chapter on why write a fiction book. Are you writing a business book? You can decide to put this as your first chapter. Now look at another one. This is how to write a book review, how to write a book report. Are you writing a book report? Okay. Are you writing a book in Word document? How to write a book and get it published. How to write a book in 30 days. So I hope you see what's going on here. When to write a book. So this has given you, like, just looking at all these themes, all these prepositions, you've gotten like 4 chapters, 4 idea chapters. Okay. When to write your book. When to write your book talks about your timing, talks about your writing habits. Okay? So you see all this. Who writes a book? Which software to use to write a book? Where to write a book online? Wow. Who can write a book? What to write a book about ideas? Who can write a book for you? All these things are ideas. They've given you so many ideas. They've also given you keywords. They've told you the kind of things that your customers are looking for. People that read or search for books that teaches how to write books, who want to buy books that teaches people how to write books. These are the things that they would search for in those books. So it depends on you to now find out which one is relative to your book idea. You could be writing a book for beginners. So what exactly does that beginner need? Does he need to know why he should write a book? Does he need to know the app that can make him write a book in a day? Does he need to know how to write and publish it? Does he need to know how to write the book online? Just looking at all these insights, you have so much that you can do what? That you can write on. So basically, that is how you get an insight into what your audience is thinking at the moment. So you can be able to create a book that attends to the specific problem that your audience is going through. You don't beat around the bush, and the audience can just go straight to that page and their problem are solved, so you can make sales from your book. Okay, so this video has taken so long. I don't want my videos to be so long, so you can be able to watch them. All right, so the exercise, I'll be sending in the exercise in the class so that you go and do the exercise immediately after you're done watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.